Have you ever wondered why hair growth product works for others and don't work for you no matter how you try? Well, let's be honest. Most of the time, slow hair growth comes from three things, which are poor scalp circulation, build up and clogged follicles, weak or breaking ends that stops you from retaining length. Well, you don't have to worry about all that anymore because this recipe I'm about to share with you today tackles all three problems. It's a blend of three powerful herbs that target every single cause of slow growth. Hi natural lovers, welcome back to yet another interesting and powerful DIY video, and also welcome back to Everyday with Mandy. So before we start, I would like to urge you to please try and watch this video all through to the end, because in as much as this oil is so powerful, there are some tips you also need to know in order to make sure you enjoy all the benefits of this oil. So please watch to the end so that you don't miss out. Let's start with rosemary, the ultimate hair growth booster. Rosemary increases blood circulation to the scalp. This means your follicles receive more oxygen and nutrients, which triggers new growth. So I use 3 tablespoons of dried rosemary. You can as well use the fresh rosemary if that's what you have. Rosemary wakes up your sleeping hair follicles. If your hairline is thinning or your strands feel weak, rosemary oil is your growth activator. And the second ingredient is cloves, tiny but mighty. One special thing about cloves is how they help you retain length. Clove strengthens your hair strands, making them less prone to breakage so that all that new growth can actually stay. They also leave your hair smelling fresh and feeling thicker in every use. So all we need for this recipe is just 2 tablespoons of cloves, but if you'll be making a larger quantity, please increase the ingredients. Okay, now the next ingredient is bay leaves, the silent healer. Bay leaves are rich in vitamin A, vitamin B, and vitamin C. They nourish dry scalp, salt irritation, and restore shine to dull hair. They help balance moisture, making your strands soft and manageable. A good replacement for these bay leaves is curry leaves. So in case you don't have bay leaves, you can as well use curry leaves as a replacement. So here is a quick reminder, guys. In case you're yet to give this video a thumbs up, please hit that like button right away. Okay, now after combining the 3 ingredients, we just go ahead and blend this into a smooth powder. Yeah, I blended off camera because I don't want this video to be too long. So these 3 ingredients combined together: rosemary boosts blood circulation, clove strengthens the roots and reduce shedding and breakage, and bay leaves solve dryness and restore shine. We just go ahead to add in our carrier oil into these powders. Now talking about the carrier oil, the best choice for this recipe is olive oil, but you can also use coconut oil for this, especially if you're a high porosity hair girly. But why I highly recommend olive oil for this recipe is because it's neither too light nor too heavy. It's just a medium light oil, so it works perfectly for both high porosity and low porosity girlies. Okay, hope you understand. But you can also choose to add a little bit of coconut oil into this, or sunflower and almond oil, or any other oil you have. Just add in a little bit of those oils. So I added about 1.5 cup of this olive oil, and I'll just go ahead and mix this up very well. Then into a pot, I will add in some water because we are going to be infusing this oil using the double boiling method. We allow this to gently simmer for about 25 to 30 minutes. As it simmers, you will notice the oil darkening. That's the herbs infusing and releasing their nutrients. After 30 minutes, turn off the heat and allow this to cool completely. And after that, you're going to be straining this using a cheesecloth. Just in case you're new on my channel, please do well to hit the subscribe button and join the family. And if you've been coming before and you're yet to subscribe, please also do well to join the family. And to my returning subscribers, thank you guys so much for always coming by. And after straining, I'll go ahead and add in my essential oils. I'll be using peppermint and lavender oil. You can use vitamin E, lavender, peppermint, rosemary oil, or any other form of essential oil, just go ahead and add in few drops. So now that our oil is ready and strained, the next step is one of the most important parts of the process, which is storage. How you store your oil determines how long it will last and how effective it stays over time. The nutrients in these herbs, especially vitamins and antioxidants, are sensitive to light, air, and heat. And if you just put them in a container and leave them under sunlight, these nutrients can start to break down. And that's why the best way to store this oil is in a dark glass bottle. The dark color protects the oil from sunlight and helps preserve its freshness for much longer. But if you don't have a dark glass bottle, just like myself, just go ahead and use a plastic bottle, but please make sure it's BPA free, and also make sure there is no water inside the container because that can make your oil go bad faster. So whether you're storing in a dark glass bottle or a plastic container, the key is simple: just keep it cool, keep it dry, and keep it very closed. That way every drop you apply stays powerful, pure, and packed with all the natural goodness from rosemary, cloves, and bay leaves. If you follow all these steps, this oil can last you between 3 to 6 months without losing its potency. I'll just pour everything into this my container, and I'll go ahead and cover this really well, cover it so tightly. And now that we are done with the storage, the next thing is how to use this oil to maximize all its benefits, and I'll be taking you along on the step-by-steps on how to use this. So the first thing you need to know before applying oil onto your scalp is to make sure your scalp is not dry. Make sure your scalp is moisturized. So how do you moisturize? You can spray in some water into your scalp, ordinary water, or you can use a herbal spray to moisturize your hair before applying oil. That is because oil is a sealant, so if you apply it on a dry hair, it's going to just sit on your scalp without penetrating deeper into your scalp. So please, if you want this oil to be effective, make sure you're not applying it on a dry hair. Try and moisturize your hair. You can use a herbal spray for more benefits. At the end of this video, I'll be attaching 2 videos of herbal spray that you can try out. So what you'll be doing is just to spray it into your scalp each time you want to put this oil on your scalp, and that will even give you a double benefit instead of using ordinary water. That way you'll be killing 2 birds with 1 stone. And after that, you're going to be applying few drops of this oil all around your scalp. Please avoid using your fingers directly in the jar. You can just pour a little bit out into a container so that you don't contaminate the rest of the oil. You'll be using this oil 2 to 3 times in a week, and please do not forget to always massage your scalp after each use, as this will help boost blood circulation in the scalp. So guys, if you enjoyed the recipe of this video, please do well to give it a thumbs up, comment, and share. Thank you so much. Bye.